Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Charm by Jess. This is our weekly reading for October 22nd through, or I guess it would be 23rd, through the 27th. So Monday through Friday. This is a general energy reading. So because of that, because it's for the collective, there are some things that are going to resonate with you. There are some things that aren't. That's okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone else. Some of the charms that I pull have a special meaning to me. Might mean something different to you. If you have a different interpretation, your intuition, follow it. You are an important part of this reading. So don't be afraid if it differs from what I see. Go with your gut instinct, go with your intuition. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start out by doing 3 cleansing breaths to center ourselves and bring our energy together. We're going to do a charm reading and then a card pull. I have 3 different decks. I'm not sure which one I'm going to pull from today, but I am so excited to see what our general message is for today or for this week. Some things we don't see coming, and then some actions we can take to take advantage of some of this energy that's coming up. I know it's been a rough week for some people. I've heard some folks throw something around about Pluto, and that's not really my thing. So if you know something about that, please drop a comment below. I'd love to learn some more from you. You are definitely a part of this reading and a part of this community. So with that being said, let's go ahead, take 3 grounding deep breaths together. We're going to go in through the nose, hold it at the top, out through the mouth. All right, ready? So big breath in through the nose, hold, out through the mouth. In through the nose, hold, out through the mouth. And one more big deep breath in through the nose, hold, out through the mouth. Thank you for sharing your energy with me and being in this space together. Let's go ahead, Spirit, angels, guides, Creator. What is your message for the collective for this week? What is your message for this week for the collective? So interesting. All right. So the first thing that came out is this lizard. And, lizards a lot, there's lots of different meanings for them. I think of lizards, reptiles in general, they shed their skin to grow. So this week, I think a general message for you is it is time to shed the things that no longer serve you and step into those things that do. It's time for growth. This week is about growth. And sometimes, when you're cold, you might need to go into some warmth. But shed that old skin. It's time to grow. There's also a message of peace that's coming through. There are some times for change, and it can be pretty scary to shed that old skin. But on the other side of it, there's peace. Generous. I think this is a week to be generous with your time and your energy. Last week there was a lot of bringing your energy in, focusing on self-care, all of that. This week it seems like there's a push to share your energy, to be generous with yourself. You've built up some reserves. It's time to share that energy with others. And the last, I love this, is the lighthouse. I do a lot of work with Aaron Dowdy, Victor Odo, and Matt Schaefer. And Matt has a tattoo of a lighthouse. And he says it's to remind him of being being that beacon of light for others, really striving um, to be that light and to bring in people from shore. When they're adrift, standing in his beliefs and what he stands for, and shining his light to draw others in to help them expand. So this week is a time to do that, and I think that ties really nicely in with that generosity, the piece that's coming after, some of that uncomfortable piece about shedding your skin, and taking your next steps. But I think, as a general energy, a general message for this week, that's a really beautiful one. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see, what are some things that we don't see coming this week? There are a lot of things that we don't see coming. I love this little charm. Swans are fiercely protective. I love how they come together as a pair. There's unity here this week, that whether you have a significant other, or sorry, I'm going to put out this incense. It seems to be messing with some of our focus here with this smoke. So I really think, sorry about that. For the swans, there's love. They're fiercely protective. They're fiercely loyal. So what you don't see coming, I think, here this week is, a partnership with someone else that maybe is out of the blue a little bit. Something that you may not have expected. Some loyalty coming through with someone who will help you, maybe shed some of that skin. I really think that there's someone that that you don't see coming, that's coming to you to help complete part of this cycle for you. The next one is our sun and moon, and so this is a bit of a duality too, right? The light and the darkness. Sorry, what I'm getting from this is, in the night, and I pulled this for another reading this week or last week too, is like, in the night there is sun, there is a light in that darkness. So when you're feeling really down and like there's no hope this week, it's coming. It's really coming, and it's going to be bright. And I think for others of you, you are the brightness for somebody else's darkness. As I'm looking at this too, like the moon, the brightness of the moon is really a reflection of the sun. So the message for some of you too is, be that sun for someone. It will come back to you. I think some of you are going to be helping someone else. You're going to find that partnership in some places, but some people you're actually going to be the light to their darkness, in ways that maybe you didn't expect to be. You just being yourself, and you help someone in an unexpected way. The next one that came out, is this buck, big, powerful animal. I really think this is about protection. This week, what you don't see coming along with this partnership is, there's going to be a part of you that's going to stand strong, and I think this is more around protecting your beliefs, standing strong in who you are, and it will help you protect those around you. It will help protect your beliefs. It will help, guide others and give others safety. Your strength is going to give others safety. And why I think this is something that you don't see coming is because sometimes you don't remember your inner strength. You're just being you, and that can be really powerful to somebody else. Something that they're lacking, you can be that sun. You can shine the light on some of their darkness, and be the shining example. So, just by being you, standing strong and firm in who you are, and remembering that, you'll be the strength for someone else. And I think that's really beautiful. This actually came out upside down. So what the flip side of this is skull and crossbones. So some death. And, death is always seen as this negative thing, but really something has to die in order for something else to be reborn, right? So, the opposite of death is rebirth. I think that what you don't see coming this week is there's going to be a sense of rebirth, through shedding some of this skin. Unexpected change is going to happen, and you're going to find yourself in a position that you're really not expecting to be in, and it's going to be new and exciting and really beautiful for some of you. Thank you, Spirit. Next, I want to go ahead and pull a few charms, please, for what we can do this week. If there's anywhere we can really focus our energy to kind of bring this all together. Where can we focus this energy, Spirit, to bring it all together? Interesting. There's another one that came out. So the first one that came out is Cancer, right? Cancer is a water sign. So I think a lot of us need to be a little more fluid this week, not be quite so stuck in our routines and our expectations. Be a little bit willing to go with the flow. Cancer is very sensitive. It's a lot about caretaking and creativity. So maybe you need to do a little bit of caretaking, but I think, the action we can take, some of our caretaking is going to lead some of this power and light for others and that connection. So, and it is going to come from a place of being open to change and things being different. So, really embrace some of that. Don't be so stuck in your patterns and your ways this week. Be a little bit more open. And I think that things will really come together for you this week. I think it's really interesting that we got two hearts here. So the first one is, you are always in my heart. I don't know if you guys can see that really well, that engraving. I think that's really beautiful. So as far as action this week, I really think some of you need to know to tell somebody that how you really feel. Like, I think that some of this action that you can take is really, not being afraid to go ahead and say, I'm sorry, I have a cat in my lap who is really, I'm trying to keep her happy. Anyway, so I think some of you really need to be true to yourself and speak your heart. And this week, there might be some of you who really need to be open and honest with others about how you feel. Which is interesting that it's followed up by this double heart, and there's a break in that, right? So there is that connection with somebody else, and so while some of you need to share about the love and how you truly feel, I think that there are some of you who need to start separation between you and your person, or it could even be you and a family member, or you and a friend. Have a little bit of individuation within that partnership. So while you may be sharing your love, there's also a need to take care of yourself and separate yourself sometimes from their energy. And then last, when it came out, it was kind of sideways, so it could be an M or a W. This is part of my new charm set, and like the initials, the letters, rarely come out. So when they do, it kind of takes me a moment to process. I'm getting the word might. Be mighty, be powerful this week. Again, stand in your own truth. Some of these things, the shedding of the old skin and all of that, shining your light, being the beacon for others, staying strong, the rebirth, like that is all going to take a lot of might, might of your will. Sometimes it's going to be exhausting, but you can power through, and I think when you do that, some really incredible things are going to happen for you this week. I'm going to leave that as an M. And for some of you, I don't know. This might be an initial. This might be, it could also be a W. You're going to win this week, right? Thank you, Spirit, for messages here today. Let's go ahead and pull a clarification card. I just got this new deck, and so it's really pulling for me today. It's the Healing Waters Oracle. And it's just got some really beautiful imagery in it. I like how it can be short and simple, but then it also has the guidebook that can give a little bit more of an in-depth. So Spirit Guides, what is our message for this week? It's so interesting because I feel like I pulled this earlier today too. Clear waters, clear vision, confirmation, right timing, and opportunity. That's so interesting because even though there are all these ripples, you can very clearly see her face. And what's interesting to me is this spot right here is right on the throat chakra. And so there are going to be some people who, you're going to have the clear vision and the opportunity, but it's going to take you, to use your voice to get there. So let's go ahead and see what the guidebook says about clear waters. Clear waters. Everything is coming together and supporting you right now. Potency is present. Sorry, let me hold that up for you. Alignment has arrived. Potential is here. The waters before you are crystal clear, and what you're stepping into is the highest potency. You know the way forward. There are clear skies ahead. Keep facing your true north and proceed onward. This is a wonderful card with a very positive message. It suggests that something is coming into your life that is a great big yes, or you've been working on bringing things into alignment and are stepping into that now. A creative project, a new relationship, a new home, a new phase of life. There we go with the shedding and the new down here too. Whatever it is you've been manifesting or longing for, it seems you're clear about what you want and it's coming to fruition. This card, with positivity, confirmation, and a lot of promising potential, you are supported in your journey and everything is opening up for you. Keep your gaze ahead and don't get distracted with what others are doing or by what other things you could be doing. You know what to do and have been working on this for a long time. Enjoy this moment. Embrace the clarity and vision and receive all that you have created and will continue to create for yourself and the world. What a beautiful message that is for you guys this week. Healing Waters affirmation. So use this affirmation this week. I embrace the clarity and potency of what's before me. I say yes and proceed ahead. So I embrace the clarity and potency of what's before me. I say yes and proceed ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing with your energy. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Creator, higher powers, angels, ancestors, for bringing us these messages for this week. Please, if this resonates with you, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. Again, I'd love to hear more about that Pluto stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, teach me. And also, if something comes up with you that stands out that's different from what I read, I'd really love to hear about that too. If you would like, I invite you to come visit me on my Etsy shop for an individual reading at Readings by Jess on Etsy. And I'm so excited. This week I will be at Kismet's Epiphany in Falston for a live event doing readings there, and I'm so stoked. But thank you all so much for sharing your energy. Have a wonderful night. Much love, peace, love, and namaste.